You're live.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Little old me?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my...
What?
I got it.
You could even move it a little more.
This way?
Yep, the way you were going. Go a little bit
Well,
more.
yeah, it's going to be too much in mine.
Okay. Well, we are here, but I don't see anybody else here. Oh, there's Bethany. She's rung the ringers. Oh, Alejandro says, saw a dude. And
Hey,
Space
how are we
says,
doing?
Yay.
I'm going to higher and do that.
Jody says, hey.
Hello.
Agastia says hi. And Rosalind says hello.
Hello.
Pin just sent you a little smiley face.
Thank you.
Mayan says hi. Alina says hi. Anvi says hi.
Let's see. Is that going to be too big of a circle?
Celia's Art says, yes, what a lovely prompt. Hello.
I think this might be too big of a circle because she's going to be going off of it. Unless I turn it sideways.
Sprays White, he says, who? Mira says hi. Make sure when you open the book, it's the way you want it to be opening. It should open the other way. The book.
The book.
Oh, it's backwards on my screen. Never mind. It's fine. Sorry.
All right.
We live in the U.S. Daly says first time in the live. Oh, Jamie's here. She says good morning, SBC friends.
Good morning, Jamie.
Squashy says hello.
I think that was a little too big. So I'm gonna...
Quentin says, have you ever made a coloring book?
I have not.
Elmy says, I love this series. Celia's Art says hello from France.
Hello.
And we have a step nerd who says morning.
Good morning.
Stranger Things says hi.
Hello.
Galia Garcia says hello, Scott.
Hello.
Oliver says hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Aaron says good morning, Scott. Hello from Iowa.
Good morning, Iowa.
Gassi says, who rakes the leaves? No kidding.
I guess she would.
Bernadette says hello.
Hello.
Jake, I'm a big fan. Simp says first time here.
Thank you.
Ice Cool Comics says lovely. What time is it there? It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Banana Logician says
little
hello.
bigger.
And Rainbow Doodle says yes.
Hello, Rainbow Doodle.
Robin says hi, 7 a.m. for me. Ms. Mochi says hello, I love your stuff. Daly says it's 4 p.m. in South Africa.
Hello, South Africa.
Let's see.
That's a better size.
Oh, Cody says first time here, just watched Animal Crackers and I still think it's great.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
We were just talking about it. Yes.
We were just talking about that this morning. Ariana says pineapple. And Yamil says hello.
Hello.
Samantha says hello, Scott. And Jake says hi, good morning from Idaho. Morning from Colorado.
Is this sunlight too much?
I don't think so. I think the sunlight's okay for now.
Okay.
Hey, Emmett's here. Battle Brooks. He says, good morning, Scott and Donna. I've been hectic here the last week, but now I can watch the stream.
Oh, fantastic.
And Alejandro got Prismacolors for their birthday.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm reading the Fellowship of the Ring right now.
Wow. The double whammy.
Yep. Hey, Scott, I just want to say my favorite artist. That's Kay Clemens.
Thank you so much.
Every word says, yay, I managed to catch it live.
You did.
Oh, no. Oh, Nixie says, my coffee maker broke. Don't fret. We got a new one.
Phew.
Then she says it was a rough 24 hours. Wow, friend. That would be like telling me my tea kettle broke. Dude. Yee, ouch. Maria Yuji says, it's 5 p.m. for me now. And Rosalind says, good afternoon. And Maddie says, hi, I'm a big fan. You all right, kid? Puppy just jumped up. Nikki says, so glad I've been catching your lives lately. Yara says, it's 4 p.m. in Egypt.
Oh, wow.
Eric says, Animal Crackers are my top 3 best movies I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you so much.
Galia says, morning from Mexico. Darsh says, tomorrow's my parents' anniversary, so give me some ideas.
Ooh,
What do they like? Coffee's good, or if you draw, you could draw them a picture. That would be lovely.
Yeah. Honey, Arwen, no.
Arwen Sava, stop it right now. Oh, she's being a pickle. Melissa's really enjoying the Octavia series.
Oh, thank you.
It is 9:05 a.m. here, and we are doing all right. Let's see. Lots of highs and hello, Scott.
Hello.
Yes, there's a couple of Nickies here. What pen do you use to ink?
I use the Zebra brush pen.
Stephanie says, "Oh wow, Armin wants to talk too this morning."
She's angry.
Yeah, she's not happy. She's a little cranky this morning. Flower says, "Hi, you've been a big inspiration to me, and I love your videos."
Oh, thank you.
Brenda says, "It's my first time on your live, and I love your videos." Jake says, "I love your videos."
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to count the...
You guys are being so nice to him. I'm going to have to pop his ego later. Have you been to Iceland? By far the most beautiful place I've ever been to. A bit cold, but the waterfalls are astounding. And if you go at the right time, you could catch the northern lights.
Oh, we'd like to do that one time.
That's on the bucket list. Grizzly says, "Hi, Scott. You helped me start drawing so much."
Oh, thank you.
Aditya says, "Hi, I like your art a lot, and I'm from India. Love what you do."
Thank you, thank you.
Aaron says,
"All right, so hold on. How many count? So we've got... Where's mine? We've got one arm. We've got two arms. This is the other side wrapping around. We've got three. We got four. So those are like kind of like their legs. Then I need four more, right?
Correct.
Going back here. So
Ray says, "Morning, Scott and Donna. What are you drawing? I've hurt myself accidentally, so I'm just rolling in my bed all day." Oh no.
So 5.
Oh, April Burkhardt's here. She says, "Good morning and happy autumn, SBC."
Happy autumn. 6.
Drawing an octopus is always hard.
Yeah, there's so many legs. 7. And then I guess there's going to be an 8 here. Wow. Okay.
That's a lot of legs.
It's a lot of legs.
Octavia should do stand-up comedy. I love all the hair art. Keep the good stuff going.
Thank you. I love doing hair.
Karen would like to know if there's anything more on your bucket list. Oh, yeah.
Like places to go? Oh, yeah, so many.
We have not been to 1/16 the places we want to go.
Yeah, Italy was amazing, though.
Mm-hmm. That was great. Mickey in a fan says, "Hello, you're my inspiration for my sister. Thank you so much," from Thailand.
Oh, well, please say hi to your sister for me.
Audra says, "Your art tutorials and product reviews have helped me so much."
Oh, thank you.
Josiah says, "You got me back into art. Thanks, Scott."
Thank you.
What will you draw next? Well, right now he's drawing Octavia.
Yeah, I never know what I'm going to draw next.
You should draw Halloween chickens.
Halloween chickens.
Man Barbie fan says, "Scott, if you could choose to do any other job, what would it be?"
Well, I mean, other than the ones like I've been doing films and TV and doing this, and I've done comic books. So you're saying something that I haven't done before?
Oh, Erica says, "Good morning and big hugs." Hi, Erica.
Good morning. I honestly don't know. I mean, I think anything I've wanted to do, I've had a chance to do, which has been amazing.
The Klooch says, "Glad to see you're trying out digital art, Scott. I've been debating on transitioning over to digital or sticking with my physical drawing, and it's fun to see my idol have the same issues with it."
Oh, yeah. It's I don't want to say it's scary. It's just a different feel, and finding something that works is the hardest part.
And that company Rebel that you tried, they have a free demo for their software, and they're giving their software away right now for $10. Like,
yeah, that was
free demo, and the software is $10.
That was really nice of them to offer that to us too.
Yeah, so that's I recently brought Zebra brush pens, and they work amazing. They're my favorite fine liner.
Yeah, mine too. I'm glad you tried them.
Your wifey says, "I have an idea. Could you make a mini comic strip of Octavia, like a short story of their trick-or-treating and hello from the Philippines?"
Oh, my mom is saying you should write a book. I was like, I've already got all these other books that I've written, and there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to do any more.
Is Scott using a pencil eraser?
I am.
There's a video on that, actually. Dude, how do you draw so good this early in the morning? Octavia should go apple picking.
Yes.
Are you going to offer the Octavia drawings on Kickstarter like your hair journal, or maybe make a calendar?
I think I'm going to do a set of stickers and maybe a couple T-shirts or something. I like the idea of like some sort of prints or something, but I'm completely open to any suggestions.
I think the stickers are a good idea. What form of art did you major in? Someone would like to know.
I was an illustration major.
Why do you have 2 books there? The Coral Reefs Meet wants to know.
Oh, this is my sketchbook. This is where I doodle my ideas. So this is my whenever I'm just doodling stuff, this is how I come up with my ideas. And then when I feel confident enough, then I go to the watercolor paper. So this is watercolor paper. That's just sketching paper. And this is a new book by a company called Grabby. They sent it to me. I thought I would try that today. Isn't it a cute design?
I like that with all the animals on it.
Yeah.
It's adorable. We went to Venice, and it's 9:11 a.m. right now. Hold on. I'm going to go back because there's a couple of questions that were good. I love animal crackers. You should do an animal drawing soon. Scott just did animals around the world, and they're animals from worlds around the world. You should do a tribute to Overwatch 1.
Yeah, my son and I, we kind of miss Overwatch 1. We're still not really getting the feel of Overwatch 2. Both. Well, no. We are always at the same time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Central.
Yep.
And we do make an announcement on our Discord every morning.
Mm-hmm. And if you follow us here, YouTube does give you notifications, which some other platforms don't. But they do. Do you have any plans for Animal Crackers 2? You could sell the corner of shame.
Yeah.
We do have plans for Animal Crackers 2, and we're still...
I've actually been working with Dan Povenmire on turning it into a musical.
I would 100% buy stickers, says the crazy panda girl. Nikki says, I like stickers. They're versatile, and I decorate my hydro flask with them. Any advice about artists who plan to start their YouTube art channel?
Be consistent with your posting. That's the hardest thing for people, I think, is to be consistent.
It takes time. That's why.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I want there to be a little more of...
Are you going to do any more drawing tip videos?
I try to. Is there anything in particular that you want me to do?
Shadows and shading. Are you wearing your hat today?
I am not. I'm wearing my Speed Racer shirt.
And sweatpants.
And my sweatpants. Always my sweatpants.
Do you come up with your ideas while drawing or before drawing?
Before drawing.
The mods are always on top of things. They're great. Love your bracelets.
Thank you.
When is Octavia's birthday?
Have to be October.
Make an old Charlie Brown Halloween. I'm an artist. How do I get good?
Practice.
Starboy Gaming finds it hard to draw muscles on a person.
Yeah, muscles are tough.
Oh, Duck wants says bald head reveal, please. Can you do a video on why green is the worst color? LOL.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 4.
Was that Rebel 5 Studio drawing software designed just for watercolors, or was it a setting you specifically turned on?
No, watercolors seem to be the default thing that started off with. In the second piece that I did in that video, I was using the oil painting, which is actually pretty good too.
Does he have one on how to draw human faces, photoreal, or is photoreal not his thing?
I do have a realism video, but remember, all of my stuff is 1 minute long, and I know some of you want stuff that is a little more extensive, but I'm not really one of those artists who does that. So take a look at the art hacks playlist and see what you see. See if anything clicks with you.
October 10th, so it's 10/10 would be her birthday. Someone else wants her birthday on Halloween. Doodle Master, Scott has a video on art block, how to get through art block. Check the art hacks playlist. That should help you. Zeropolis says, I love your videos. They have helped me a lot when I try to draw.
Oh, fantastic.
Haley's Place says you should do a challenge where you try with your right hand and then your left hand.
It would look so bad.
It would look bad, worse than what I can do. So there you go.
All right, let's try inking this.
Let's see. I'm getting into painting. How do you know how to blend colors?
Again, you could say it's practice, but different paints you got to do differently. So, like if you're doing watercolors, you're going to do that. No, still. Hold on. If you're going to do watercolors, you're going to want to do lights to darks. But if you're going to do other things like oil paints or gouache, you're going to, kind of more go the opposite, darks to lights.
Oh, Mara's here. She says, Happy Friday, Scott Donna. Hi, Mara.
Hello.
Hey, friend. Okay. K-Pop MV says, by the way, I love your wife's voice. It's so calming. And I've been doing art for 3 years. How do I get good? I can't even draw a cat with watercolors.
Again, practice.
You should draw Octavia having a snowball fight making a snow. I love this character we've created. So clever. How much does gouache cost? That is subjective depending on your country that you're in. And even in different regions of different countries. So.
Jeez, that took a while.
Yeah. He's trying to block out the sunlight. So you're hearing noises, that's what he's doing. When shading in with pencils, do you use different pencils or just one?
When shading, you can use different pencils. You're going to want to use softer pencils, like stuff that's in the B range, to get shading. But you could start off with like an H pencil like this to get the light kind of outlines. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. That took a while.
No, you're okay. Happy birthday to Willow.
Hi, Willow. Happy birthday.
And good luck. I've seen several of you are having exams coming up. So good luck on all your exams.
Yeah. Do good. But don't get too stressed out.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Lord of the Rings character?
Gimli.
Yes, he finished Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, a couple times. I'm waiting for the new one to come out. I really liked that game.
Do you remember about your school day in the old days? That's exactly how Mickey and a fan typed it, and I'm tempted to put a hex on you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I do.
How old are we?
Very old.
Can you draw a dragon? It's almost my birthday and you're a good artist. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yes, I did. If you look at the Lord of the Rings playlist, I did draw Smaug. And if you look at the 30 days of drawing animals around the world, Scotland? No, Scotland was a unicorn. Wales was a dragon.
I don't remember.
I think it was Wales was a dragon.
I use a school book for a sketchbook. That's fine. I'm curious about what made you want to draw.
Oh, my mom was an artist.
Duck says, I want to say thanks for changing my life. Even if you never knew it, you made a huge difference, and I don't think I'd be the same without it.
Oh, that's so nice to say. Thank you.
Well, you guys have changed our life for sure.
Yeah.
In a very positive way. We get up and we look forward to seeing you guys and being here with you.
We really do.
Yeah. You're like a very integral part of our day. Okay, can you do a video on how you draw heads, faces, and bodies? I love your style. That's Kirby.
I think I have a few in the Art Hacks playlist.
I'm getting into painting. How do you know how to blend colors?
That's just something that you learn from practice. Different paints. I just talked about that. Different paints do different things. So like watercolors, you have to go from lights to darks.
You do have that in you did a difference between watercolor and gouache.
Yeah.
And that should be in. Was it in something you tried, or was it in the Art Hacks playlist?
Art Hacks playlist.
Okay. So check the Art Hacks playlist, and that should help you a little bit with the blending of the colors. If you could, would you teach art class for free as a course?
I don't like teaching, but
It really doesn't.
yeah, but I would be happy to help anybody I can for free.
JB Classics wants to know where and when did you get your car? I've loved it since I watched you.
Oh, we got it, I think 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Logan was
14. Yeah, so 5 years ago. And I got it on eBay, actually.
God only knows how he finds these things, but there we are. The Crafty Raven wants to know if there are any sketchbooks you would recommend.
Yes, the one that my favorite is the Be Creative, and this is in my art supplies list. This is my favorite. But there's also the Canson XL, which is a cheaper one that I used for many years that you can try as well.
The Canson XL is actually a little more reasonably priced. And you can see that one. What's your favorite series that you've done, honey? Of the drawing series that you've done, what's your favorite?
I think the Hair Journal.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my favorite was 60 Days of Studying the Masters.
That was really fun, but that was exhausting.
It was exhausting, but you know what? I loved learning. I loved the learning component to that. I loved how we learned all about them, and some of them turned out to not be very nice people, even though they were incredibly talented.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, really interesting learning about it. You know, I liked that. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyway. The Crazy Panda Girl says, my school math book is basically just a sketchbook at this point. Sounds about right. Okay, the Klooch says, hey, Scott, I've got a fun drawing prompt for you. Next month should be November. Each day you draw a different famous person whose name is Noah. That's a fun way to learn about people.
That's funny.
How do you keep drawing even when you're busy? That's solid. You know what? You're going to find out. Because Scott's got 2 projects coming up that he's working on. And
I'll try to find the time.
We're about to find out. Yeah. Chandon says, I've been watching your shorts for a long time. They're amazing. Keep going.
Thank you.
Can you draw the radiance? I'd love to see that. If you did, you bet it would look better than the real thing.
I don't know what the radiance is.
Yeah. You could do one of her chugging all the Halloween candy.
Jeez.
Scott just did a video that he tried digital art. He's got a couple videos up there. So check that out. Did you put those in the products we've reviewed? Please?
Yes.
Okay. So check the product reviews and you can see them there. Could you do a challenge of drawing cartoon characters in your style?
I could, yeah.
Bro, you guys are actually the sweetest people in the world.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Avery. And the Crazy Panda Girl wants to know, what is the longest a singular art piece has ever taken you?
It would be the Animal Crackers movie poster, and that took me anywhere from 11 to 15 weeks. We can't remember.
I still think it was 16 weeks. What is your favorite painting, watercolor?
Probably that movie poster.
What do you think about the old school art is turning away from paper into digital?
I think it's fine. I mean, I like traditional because there's an original piece, and I think that's the one thing that digital can never give you is an original. And you could print out 100 of them. So that's the one thing that traditional art will always have over digital is there's no way to make just one of them.
Okay, I don't know what that question is. Could you please, Nervit, could you please reply on the Discord server? If you guys post stuff on the Discord, we try our best to see all of.
If you tag me, I'll almost always see it.
If you have to tag us in there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's so much in there now. There's like almost 3,000 of you in there, I think, or maybe there's more. I don't know. But it's if you don't tag us, we won't see it. Let's see. Hi Scott, I've got a fun. Oh, I did that one. Sorry, drawing prompt. What's the hardest painting you've ever painted? Interesting question.
I don't know, really.
They're answering each other's questions. She's jumping into the leaves now. What's your favorite part of doing a painting? Sketching, inking, or coloring?
I think the coloring.
I think the same thing. Digital is way different because I feel like you don't learn as much as you do on paper.
Oh, can't deny how cool an undo button is, though.
He loved the undo button. If you guys have seen the video, boy, was he happy about that. If you do another digital art video, can you use Procreate?
I tried. I downloaded it and I bought pens, but apparently my iPad is too old for it.
Are you good at drawing lizards?
I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I'm pretty good at it.
Nikki says next month should be Movember, doing facial hair and raising awareness for men's health.
Oh, it's a good thing.
I feel like I learned more from your videos than from my actual art class.
Oh
boy, I'll tell your art teacher that. Scott, you're an amazing artist and you help me keep going. That's Chloe.
Thank you.
Starboy Gaming says, Scott is so precise with little stars. What does your channel name mean?
What S Sava Art?
It's boring.
Yeah, it's
Scott
my
Sava
first name and my last name. First initial and my last name, you know.
Evelyn says, hello, you inspire me so much to keep trying and never give up in my drawings. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love that. You're welcome.
Space Dust says, nice trying.
Thank you.
Do you ever go to the Hobbit hole but don't have any motivation or interest in doing art? Only when Dawn is here.
Yeah, she's a motivational,
right out of it,
buzzkill.
I am indeed.
Yeah, some days you just don't feel like it, you know.
Otis says, I admit, Sava, your art and advice is what got me back into art.
Oh, thank you.
What's your favorite color, honey?
Payne's Gray.
November is the best month. Definitely not biased. Well, Avery, I would dispute that October is the best month, but that's just because my birthday's month. Do you have any tips for starting to use gouache?
Yeah, you're not going to work like you would watercolors. You're going to work your midtones and then your darks and then come back in with your highlights. But you can do very washy watercolory stuff with it because, again, it really is very similar to watercolor.
Addie's got a great question. They said, I have never caught a stream before. Love you and your art. I have a question. How do you know what colors to use? One time I saw you color a person purple and then went over it with brown.
Oh,
fantastic question, Addie.
I will say this. I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly don't. I experiment a lot. And so sometimes, like, I'm sure before that day, I'd never done that before. I will just go, I wonder if this will work. And I do that a lot because I know that if it doesn't work, I can wipe it off. I can fix it with gouache or something. So I like to take chances. I like to try things. I like to experiment.
But please tell them that you didn't always like to do that. When Scott was, and I can say this because we've been together for forever and a day, he always used to want to do things perfectly.
Yeah.
And now perfect is not in his vocabulary. He's like, yeah, I'm going to just try it, see what happens. And it's a much better place to be, like not just in art, like in life. Yeah, let's try it and see what happens. You know? Maybe you should try out Poscas. Oh, yes, we have to try out Poscas. That's on the list of things to do. Have you ever considered Twitch?
You know, I was just hanging out with my friend Quincy on Twitch, and yeah, a couple days ago, and yeah. So, and he was extolling the virtues of Twitch and how great it is and whatnot. And
Okay, hold on. You keep literally, it's in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know what is wrong. It's nice and sharp now, but when your hand is there,
I have to have a hand in there to draw.
I know, but you're barely moving your hand, and it just keeps going in and out. I don't know why. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know what's going on, or maybe it's just me. But there you go. So Twitch, go back to Twitch.
So I thought it was cool.
Okay. Otis says, I will admit the interaction between artist and Discord is key. Scott's really good at answering questions. Yeah, you guys,
Thanks.
if you do have a question, and thank you for saying that. If you do have a question, just tag Scott in your questions. And also there are some really, really talented people on the Discord, and everybody is so great at sharing and helping each other. You know, we've got Bethany's good at oil paints, and Nixie is great at fiber arts, and Steph Nerd does baking, but she also paints and sketches. And we've got David there, and he does our digital stuff, and he's really good at digital. And everybody loves to share with each other, so it's really great to just come and put your stuff up there and say, hey guys, how do I do this? Or how have you done that? And it's a great community. Everybody's really cool. Okay, I'm done now. Can you make Vito Corleone in the future?
I did. If you look, go to my DeviantArt page. I did paint him many years ago.
What is the coolest thing you have in the Hobbit hole? Obviously, Nana means besides me.
Yes, of course, and Arwen.
And Arwen.
I like the grandfather clock.
I like the thing. Or the hookah pipe. I don't know, that hookah pipe is pretty cool. Young Kook says, oh my God, I'm such a big fan.
Oh, thank you.
CR3 Everything says, I love watching these streams. They always motivate me to make something.
Thank you.
Cam Jones would like to know how you got over the perfectionist mentality.
I'm still working on it. And it's, I think what really helped me was when we were doing the 60 Days of Studying the Masters, when I was learning about Impressionism. That really helped because, you know, Van Gogh and Monet and Degas and there just the fact that they were tired of realism and they were just saying, you know what, we're going to give the impression of what we see, and it's so beautiful and their work is so beloved. I think that's what I'm trying to do. But, you know, I'm never going to lose. I've got 40 years of realism. Yeah. So it's kind of like a slow step back. I'll never lose the realism, but you know, you see the purples in my shadows and you see the pinks in the noses and stuff like that. And I think that's just kind of my way of moving away from it, but also just going, it's not perfect. Like, you know, we went to Venice and my lines are not perfect. You know, the stuff is just, and I was okay with it. You know, I'm okay with things just being how they are. And I think that's been really, really good for me to let go and just accept my art for how it is. But it's not easy. It's really not. It's don't get frustrated. Just keep working at it.
Okay. You were talking for a while, so we missed a lot. So let me just go back really quickly. I don't think Scott will ever play Overwatch on YouTube. Would I ever make a video without Scott knowing about it and posting it? About Scott? No, I would never do that because that's not cool. I do my own videos. I have a little YouTube channel on journaling, but no, I would never take video of him and post it. First of all, because he'd kill me.
I would not kill you.
Well, you'd not be happy.
I really don't care what you do.
So the Klooch says, do you have any recommendations for ways a beginner artist can more easily carry their art supplies around? Not everyone has a Swiss World War II medic bag.
Yeah.
Touche, Klooch.
Yeah.
Do you have a grocery bag or reusable tote bag?
Yeah, even a backpack or something. But
yeah, it doesn't have to be anything special. It really doesn't.
All I did when I found the Swiss medic bag was I went online onto eBay and I would just find old stuff that looked kind of cool and try it out. And if I didn't like it, I would just resell it or give it away. You can do that too. You can go on to Amazon. You could look for bags that might be $13, $10 or something, and
you can even go to Target and find a sling bag.
A lot of that is just kind of like just going to to vintage places or Goodwill or something, and just finding that thing. It's a part. A little bit is kind of the thrill of the hunt is looking for that thing that speaks to you.
Yeah.
It's a very personal thing.
Okay. So Scott did did get some markers in, and there are reviews of the markers, and he shows you how he blended and how he used the markers, Otis. So check that video on there. Sarah, there is a video on finding your art style. What is it called?
Well, there's inspiration is one. On inspiration is one. My art is a mosaic.
Okay, my art is a mosaic. So also on the World War II medic bag, if you look at like Army surplus stores, you might be able to find something there too. Does Octavia have any friends?
I think so. If you look in day 2, she's got a little photo of her and a friend hugging each other. And I don't know if that's a close friend, like a relationship, or a best friend, or a family member.
Okay. There's no plans for Scott to do Marvel covers right now.
I've done enough of them.
Kay's Creation says, hi, Scott. I'm 12 years old, beginning artist, and your art has inspired me so much through my artistic journey. I can't thank you enough. Sending hugs to the Hobbit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Sending hugs back.
It is autofocus, and boy, is it a pain sometimes.
I wish it, yeah.
Can I suggest drawing a Jabaro? I know he's busy and all, but can you keep it in mind? We can. Steph Nerd says, I promise I will take videos of the baked goods and post them. You need to, because your baked goods look delicious. What do you keep your kneaded eraser in, and where did you get the little tin for the kneaded eraser?
Oh, that one. There's a link in my art supplies list for my travel one.
Oh, God, Emma, I did not mean to leave Emma out. Oh, my God. Okay, Emma does the most beautiful sketches and watercolor, and she does landscapes, which are really, really beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to leave you out.
Emma, I would never leave you out.
Oh, please, you leave
That's something Donna would do.
You leave me out. You're like, who are you again? Yeah.
But I would never leave Emma out.
Nikki, look, thank you. I appreciate that. I love all your vintage stuff. Nikki's trying to track down the medic bag. Do you use the Tuscan red to sketch with color?
I don't use Tuscan red. Are you talking about my Prismacolor?
I think your Prismacolors, yeah.
The Prismacolor is...
And we've never been to Australia.
Not this one. Where's the Prismacolor? Here it is. The Prismacolor I use is Black Cherry.
Have you ever thought of using markers on a Ziploc with water?
Nope, I have not.
Jamie Brown wants clock stickers. Fabulous Foxy says, I love you guys so much. You're amazing. I'm new to this whole thing. What's happening? Scott is drawing Octavia for OctoBrr.
Yeah. This was the one I did earlier in the week. Mm-hmm. She's celebrating Halloween.
She's dressed as?
Gandalf.
Yes, he is using right now. What pen are you using right now?
The Zebra brush pen.
And what pen did you use on the tiny, tiny, tiny things up top?
That was a micron. Okay. So you see how just the thinner lines against the thicker lines pushes that into the distance. That's why I do that. The thinner lines give things a sense of distance.
If a fan were to come across you in public, would you mind if they said hello? Of course, totally understanding if you wouldn't want a photo or a hug, etc. That would be odd for me too.
Yeah, no, I would love that. Someone said that they saw me in Venice and didn't say hi.
Really?
Yeah,
Who?
someone in the comments.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad. They should have said hi.
Yeah, I would have loved that.
Oh man. The mods are handling weird stuff, so I don't have to read the weird stuff. So yeah, they handle everything like that. Donna doesn't paint, so doing live streams on painting, not gonna happen, but I do journal. So there you go. Zebra should sponsor you all. No kidding. My God, with the amount of pens we've sold for them.
You know what though? I've been thinking a lot about it. Is I really like not having sponsors. It allows me to be honest with everything. So I it's funny because so many people, they see reviews that I do and they think that they're advertisements, and they're not, because we're not getting paid to do this. And I've always been very honest with what I like and what I don't like, and I think that's a helpful thing.
You're always very polite about it when you don't like something. You're always very polite. You're not like, oh my God, this is trash. You always find one little positive, even though you don't like something.
Well, I try to, yeah.
Yeah. But it also makes for something like, all we've asked of these companies that we've done these, they've given us something to review, is that they either give something away to you guys, or that they give you a discount code so that you guys can acquire the art supplies. Yeah, there is merch, crowd made.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna add the OctoBrr stuff to it. I thought maybe I would finish it first.
What would you say is the consistency of gouache paint?
It's like thicker watercolor.
They would like to see a close-up on the leaves if you can do that.
I could try. Is it in focus?
Hold on. Yes, stop moving. Yes. No. Nope. Yes. Stop moving.
I'm human, honey.
Okay. That's as close as we're gonna get, guys. Okay, maybe I lied. Is that good? What mediums are you going to use today?
Watercolor.
Scott, why do you call yourself a hobbit?
Because I don't like leaving the house, and I much prefer to stay in the hobbit hole and just draw. And I'm not much of a people person.
Ooh, Benjamin started a travel watercolor journal, and it's amazing how much it has helped me stay in the moment.
Oh, that's great.
It will also work as my progress journal too. Thanks for the inspiration. Yay!
I love it.
That's so exciting. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Your leaves look incredible. I do not have the patience to add so much detail to those.
Thank you. You know, it's a lot less patience and a little bit of just zoning out and making little shapes. That's really all it is. It's.
Are you enjoying doing these?
Yeah, I do. I love hanging out with you all and talking, and I do.
He does much better answering your questions than he did trying to teach a class.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lula says, Octavia's jumping in leaves. Happy Friday. I hope everyone woke up in as good a mood as I. May your sun shine bright and your tea stay warm.
Oh, thank you, Lula.
And if anybody hasn't checked out Tea Foundry, that's Lula's company. She makes an amazing Scottish breakfast blend that I highly recommend.
Does she make anything decaf that I could try?
I don't think so. Well, she got flavor decaf. Lula, do you have just a black tea that's a decaf? Because Scott doesn't like the flavors in decaf. Hit me up, girl. Indian Vortex is very comfortable with cartoons, landscapes, anime stuff, and other work, but when it comes to doing animals, it never works out for me. Please provide any tips for improving / not losing hope.
Oh, really? I don't draw animals out of my head, other than obviously an octopus, which is still new to me. But the thing is that it always comes down to the photo reference. If you can practice drawing what you see, then guess what? You're going to be able to draw anything, any animal, any car, any building, anything. that's why I'm able to do what I can do, is because I've got how many years of drawing what I see.
He used to bring a sketchbook with us to lunch, and he would draw salt and pepper shakers. He would draw me. He would draw windows and dishes and plates and chairs and all the things.
Yeah, I'll draw. You know, I'll go to the doctor's office and I'll draw the sink. I'll draw the chairs. I'll draw. That's what I do. I draw what I see, and because of that, like I've never drawn a pile of leaves before, but I've drawn enough leaves to work it out.
What's your favorite art brand, and what medium are you using today?
My favorite art brand is Zebra brush pens for my pens. I really like the Faber-Castell pencils, and the watercolors is Winsor and Newton. And then for my watercolor paper, I like the Be Creative sketchbook.
And what medium are you going to use today?
Watercolors.
Do you have any tip on making lightning on a background? Lightning on a background.
Lightning on a background. Lightning is, you know, you really want that contrast, so you're going to want to have that that black background with the bright white, and then that little bit of a bluish or yellowish glow around the line. That should be it.
Bethany says she almost walked right past you in Venice and didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I know. Bethany knows me and didn't, you know.
Scott just sort of blends into the woodwork, like if he would fade into the background.
It's my Hobbit, you know, secret.
Nature.
Yeah.
Lucifer. It's been a while. Lastly, I was here. My name was Madam Mercury. LOL. Always hello, hello. Hey, how are ya?
Hello.
Froggy wants to know what your favorite color is. Theirs is rose gold.
I like Payne's Gray.
Pauline says, "Hi, Sir Scott. I always watch your shorts."
Thank you very much.
Those leaves are so detailed, and there are so many.
Well, what did it take me? 10 minutes? Wasn't that bad.
Have you tried drawing in different styles like anime or cubism?
Never cubism. I've done anime.
Yes, zebra brush pens. Hey guys, if you ever want to know all of the art supplies that Scott's using, we put a list together for you. It's called Scott's Art Supplies. And if one of the mods could put that in the chat, you can see everything he's using there. The pens, the pencils, the notebooks, the watercolor colors, everything you'll see right there. So you guys can go out. And if you don't have those brands in your country, please, please, please don't get upset about it. I know some people get so upset. Different countries just do different things. Try to find something in your country where if you want to try the colors he's using to blend and stuff, find something similar. I'm sure you can. And if you need suggestions, again, I would go to the Discord, because we have people from different countries and they've recommended different stores in their countries to different people. And it's been very helpful.
Yeah. Hey, Bethany, I just had an idea. What if on the product testing page, we have a link to the video where I test the product so they can see?
Oh, that's a great idea. Can we do that?
Yeah, to each video.
What's the longest time you've ever drawn?
In one sitting?
Yes.
It would probably be while we were out in Venice, sitting in with the group and sketching
like 4
for
hours one day.
It was probably about 2 or 3 hours, but yeah,
Bethany says,
that's a lot.
I will add that today. Thank you. Just gonna add the links.
Thanks. Okay.
How fun! I've never jumped into a pile of leaves before. I used to make my fallen leaves into a maze. I love mazes. Oh, how cute is that?
That sounds, gotta say it, amazing.
Oh. Random question: what's your favorite animal, and do you have any pets?
Cheetah, and yes, we have a puppy named Arwen who's wearing diapers right now.
Oh, be nice. It's not her fault. Stephanie says Sakura Pigma brush pens are a good dupe for zebras, because if you can't get the zebra brush pens, if you're out of the country, and we're in the United States, if you can't, then those are a good dupe. Octavia looks so cute. Those are
Thank you.
Circles. Weirdo with a lot of those says, "Hi Scott, I'm 13 and have done art my whole life. Weird thing I do, and was wondering if you do it. Can you draw with both hands? I can, and it just feels normal to me. A lot of people say it's odd."
It is odd. You're weird.
Would you
and I think what you can do is amazing. I have no idea how you do that, but That's a very unique talent that you have.
Oh yes, UniPen makes a good alternative to brush pens and Micron alternatives as well. I have one of those. They do make a good pen.
All right, can you
What's
all
yours?
see the watercolor palette now?
Move it over just a little bit more.
How
You
about
can't see the whole palette.
no?
That's better. You still can't see the whole palette. Is there an art supply you hate except acrylics? I know you don't like acrylics. It's funny.
I guess it would be oils. You know, would make sense.
Let's see. Have you ever tried drawing in different style? Oh, we answered that one. Oh my God, it's crazy how much this channel has grown since I've been here, since 50,000 subs. It's crazy how far you've come. Thank you for being a great artist figure to me, as I'm the only artist in the family.
Oh, my pleasure, and thank you for being here. Okay, so one thing here, let me stop this. Guess what? A lot of you suggested when I did the video about the eraser pencil that I try the Tombow mechanical ones. I bought them both, so I'm going to try them.
Here we go.
Not right now, but I'm going to try them.
How do you get your head in frame while filming these?
While filming these, my head isn't in the frame.
I don't know what you're asking. What's your favorite kind of pie?
Apple.
Scott's favorite brand of watercolors, Winsor & Newton. I wish I could have gone to Venice, but I love all the posts about it.
Yeah.
It was great. I figured it was weird. I do the same thing with writing. You're not weird. You're not weird. He's weird. The final
You're not weird. Scott's weird.
Yeah, Scott's weird. Kokina says, hi Scott, the final episodes of Walking Dead are airing right now. You should do a drawing for the show to celebrate the long-awaited finale. He uses the zebra brush pen, so they forgot what sketchbook you recommend for drawing. Can you tell them again?
Yes, it is. If you're on a budget, bit of a budget, you can do the Canson XL, and if you want the one that I use, because I used to use the Canson XL until I discovered the Be Creative, and those are on our website under the art supply list.
Okay, so Lee Shaughnessy, you put a comment in and I can't see it. I don't know what your question was. If you had a question and I missed it, please put it in again. Yes, leaves are crunchy when you jump in the pile. What's your favorite Halloween movie, honey?
It's great. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Maddie is watching from school. Do not get in trouble. Do not get in trouble. Do not get me in trouble. What are charcoal pencils used for?
I've always used charcoal pencils when we were doing figure drawing classes. So they were always used to do, larger figure drawing studies. They can be used to make just artwork if you want to, but that's what I've used them for.
The Gollum. He uses a Faber-Castell 4H pencil. It is a harder lead pencil. And there's a video on H pencils and B pencils.
Blow dryer.
Do you eat things while you draw?
Yeah, usually candy. So you can see this paper is kind of folding up a little bit.
Yeah. You need some clips?
I have some. I'm gonna just clip them down.
Jamie thought that they were going to get another peekaboo from you real quickly.
Oh.
And Timur wants to know, how can someone avoid back pain when drawing for hours on end?
Don't draw for hours on end. It's just not
Take a
healthy.
break.
Yeah.
I just realized this was Octavia. I need help drawing body figures for design.
Photo reference is the best thing.
Somebody has tips on making lightning. Sorry if I asked too much. No, you didn't ask too much. You didn't really answer that. Tips on doing on lightning.
I did. I walked through
Okay.
how I would do it.
Okay. Did Octavia celebrate Oktoberfest? Does she have 8-legged lederhosen?
That would be cute.
All right, that was great. 8-legged lederhosen. Scott, how long do you spend in the Hobbit hole every day? Yes, I think she did celebrate Oktoberfest, by the way.
Probably about 10 to 12 hours.
She had an ale in one hand and bratwurst in every other hand. Would you ever recreate poses or moments you drew in real life?
Recreate poses?
Ever recreate the poses or moments you drew in real life? Scott doesn't really recreate anything. He doesn't like to go back to things.
I mean, I will draw stuff that happened in real life. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's the you drew part that's throwing me off.
Is it just me, or does an octopus above water not work? Does an octopus need water?
I think they kind of do.
They do need water. However, they can be out of the water for short periods of time. So I think she came out of the water really quickly.
Jumped in a pile of leaves.
Jump in a pile of leaves and then went right back in. And of course, her house is underwater, but you know, there you are. How many OctoBrrs are you doing?
8. Get it?
Is the Tombow brush pen similar to the zebra brush pen? That would be a Steph nerd question, but I think the answer would be yes. Our boys are grown up. What's your favorite animal? Scott says a cheetah, and mine is a
red panda.
Red panda. As a child, I hated watercolors, but now I love them because of Scott.
Oh.
I love your videos. How did you come up with Octavia?
With Octavia or OctoBrr? Octavia was just, I don't know how many names start with Octa. But OctoBrr was just kind of, yeah, I was wondering why there wasn't anything about OctoBrr. Because I was thinking of Inktober. And I was wondering why there was nothing with OctoBrr with an octopus.
What would you recommend is better to learn anatomy from, Bridgman or Hogarth?
I like Bridgman.
What's your tip for artists attempting your style?
Steal from whatever you see. Take it, study it, but don't let it be the only thing. I've seen artists who, like, I have friends who fell in love with another artist's work and then copied their work exactly. And there's no originality to that because you're only copying one person's style. Copy at least 3 or 4 people's style. So steal what you need from my style, then find somebody else and steal some of the stuff from their style. And it's just that combination of different people's style that will make your style unique. Like,
to me, it says, OMG, you really use a blow dryer.
Yep.
He does indeed. He does indeed. He even took a portable hair dryer to Venice.
I did.
He did indeed. We should post that video. I'm always impressed with your watercolor skills. It never fails to amaze me how great your art looks.
You're very kind. Thank you.
I just figured out you made the movie Animal Crackers, so I'm watching it while I'm watching this.
Oh, thank you. If you see Petunia the fat lady, that's Donna.
Guilty. Hi, I'm a beginner, and YouTube as a whole has helped me so much with art. Thank you so much for being one of the many people who inspire me to draw every day.
Oh, you're welcome.
What is your second most favorite medium other than watercolor?
Gouache. Blow dryer.
Wait, show them the sticker on the blow dryer first because they want to know what it says. It says blow dryer. And yes, that's in the crowd made merch. Jamie Brown would like to know if you yelled blow dryer while using the blow dryer in Venice.
I actually did a couple times, and poor Bethany snorted.
She did indeed snort. It was rather funny. I need a blow dryer too. I'm impatient. Is that trees in the background?
Yes. It's just going to be a little silhouette.
Do you ever have days you just need to take a break from art, or do you push through those tough days and continue to draw?
No, every once in a while I'll have just a day where I just don't feel like arting, and that's fine. You know, I'm not in a position where I've got to get art done on a deadline. I don't really take on freelance work. I do push myself to make videos.
Yeah, that you do every day.
You know, but I'm actually giving myself a little bit of a break, and I'm saying, you know what, I'll take a day off from time to time, and you know, the world's not going to come to an end.
A crashing halt. Scott does not do horror. What brand of watercolors do you recommend?
I personally like Winsor & Newton, but your brand of watercolors is not as important as the quality of paper. So if the most important thing with watercolor is the paper.
What will your next journal be about?
I have not decided.
Sorry. What's your favorite Overwatch character, and have you played the new one?
Reinhardt, and yes, we're currently playing the new one, and I kind of miss the old one. We haven't really fallen in love with it, though. I really like playing Orisa right now in the new one.
Did they just completely get rid of Overwatch 1?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
So stupid. Are you doing anything special for Halloween this year?
No.
Nope. Typically, when our boys were younger, I used to get to take them and their friends trick-or-treating, and we live in a neighborhood where we have to like drive from house to house because everybody's like far apart and there's lots of trees. And so I used to get to take them, and we would go to the store and we'd get sandwiches, and then we'd go trick-or-treating, and it was super fun. And when they got older and they wanted to just scare the kids in the neighborhood, the moms and I would sit and we would have wine out on the patio, and we would listen to all the kids scream. And now it's just kind of sad because we don't do that anymore. Sniffle, sniffle. Yes, Scott has tried digital art. There's videos on that.
Yeah, I just posted a video yesterday about it.
Yes, he did. Matthew wants you to draw stuff from Hocus Pocus. He's done that before too. What's your catchphrase? Because it should be blow dryer. I'm in a hospital with my mom that had a baby. That's Kenzie.
Oh,
well,
congratulations.
Congratulations on your new sibling. What brand of watercolor would you recommend for a low budget artist?
Whatever you can find, honestly. I mean, depending on what your budget is. If it's like $25, then I would recommend the Winsor & Newton Cotman set, which is on my art supply list. If it's less than that, you could work with, you know, Crayola brand. Mm-hmm. I would recommend, if you're going to spend money, put it in at least like a decent, like a Canson paper or something.
That's all about the paper.
Yeah, the paper makes all the difference. The difference is with the watercolor is the longevity, how long it'll last, the light fastness. And you're not going to really worry about that when you're just learning. You don't need your art to last 100 years.
Is that a kelp forest?
Yeah.
How many unfinished drawings or paintings do you have at the moment? Oh, God.
Oh, well, there's the pile of shame, the corner of shame, which is, you know, it's got to be 15 or 20 of those.
Okey Pokey wants to pursue their dream as a graphic designer, but I'm not sure. What do I do?
Keep doing it and see if you like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Graphic design is a great. It's a great career. I have a lot of friends that are graphic designers, and they absolutely love it. They want to know if you stole the hairdryer from me.
Yes.
Okay.
Blow dryer. want to add some clouds. Let me just add some clouds real quick.
Oh God, they want the full story with detail of how we met. Okay, first let me answer all the art questions. Is there a hairdryer in your supply list?
No.
It's just a hairdryer, really. It's just a Conair hairdryer. What's your favorite genre of movie or series?
I like fantasy.
That doesn't really do plants and life. For my next semester art class, I'm doing plants and life. Do you have any tips?
No. For me, everything is I can draw what I see. So my tip would be to just fill up sketchbooks drawing them.
Do you have any favorite podcasts?
I don't listen to podcasts, unfortunately.
I do. I have a ton of them, if you want to know. Matthew says, I want to say thank you for getting me back into art and has helped me regain my happiness.
It's absolutely my pleasure. I'm happy to hear that.
Another question here. Do you have any tips on shading and lighting?
No. It's.
I keep trying to get him to make a video on it.
I don't have an answer to that. It's like saying, do you have for some reason it just feels like, do you have any tips on breathing? I don't know. It just happens automatically for me. So until I can come up with something to answer that, I really can't, unfortunately.
Coding Ninja says, I'm 14 and I want to start drawing, but it feels too late. What do I do?
Oh yeah, you're too old to start drawing.
At 14?
Oh yeah. Your whole life is past you now.
Oh
You get ready for retirement.
Would you stop? You please just pick up a pencil.
Yeah.
And a piece of
Just
paper
do it.
and
I
just
didn't start watercolors until my 40s.
Yeah. I mean, and Grandma Moses didn't start painting until she was in her 70s. So no, it is not too late. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you talk about water control? I often struggle with getting the right pigment to water ratio. This or exercises to practice beyond washes might be a great subject for a couple of shorts.
Thank you. Yeah, I did do a video where I talk about the different amount of water and how it affects the watercolors.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Scott does not use a dip pen. I use a dip pen for journaling, but he does not use it. Who is your favorite painter?
I've got several. Drew Struzan, J.C. Leyendecker, Lawrence Alma-Tadema, Maxwell Parrish.
Yeah. Lenny's art. If you saw Steph Nerd's comment that Scott doesn't use the Tombow ones and the Fudasuki pens are not waterproof, he has to have a waterproof pen to put the watercolors over. So that's correct on that one. Bethan says, hi, love your videos. Best wishes all the way from Wales.
Thank you so much.
Want to come visit you.
Big hugs from the Hobbit hole.
Do you have any advice on protecting yourself legally as an artist?
Yeah, put your work out there and just keep making art. Don't worry about it. People steal my art all the time. That's just a part of the process. It's a part of the thing. If you're making art good enough for people to steal, don't worry about it.
I can't afford Windsor & Newton. Oh well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can find something cheaper for a watercolor set. Like Scott said, even the Crayola sets, they're very reasonably priced. Just make sure you buy paper that's a little bit thicker. That's all. Would you do Octavia's Adventures in Winter?
I don't know.
That's funny.
Someone had a really good idea, which was you could do a series of OctoBrr, but she's in the southern hemisphere where it's more of spring.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
No, I know the clock has not been.
Yeah. Since we went to Italy, it because I have to
He has to wind the clock.
set
Yeah, haven't done that yet. Do you have any tips on drawing fire?
Ooh, again, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but for me, I don't have any tips to do it out of my head. I would look at a photo and work from that. That's how I And I know, unfortunately, you just happen to be watching me do stuff out of my head, but that's not really normal for me.
As Mar says, it's the first time in the live. I'm very inspired by you. Thank you for so many ideas.
Oh, my pleasure.
Electric Lady says, "Oh my gosh, yay, my first live. It looks beautiful."
Oh, thank you.
Octavia, she's so cute. Are there any colored waterproof pens like zebra pens that you know of? I'm in Australia and it's spring.
I don't know if colored ones, but I'm sure there are some people who make them.
You just have to check and see. What is an expensive art supply that's worth buying?
The paper. The paper is the most important thing.
Nikki says, of all your art advice, if you could only tell a new artist one thing, what would it be?
Draw everything every day. You'll become such a much better artist by filling up sketchbooks drawing. The more you draw from what you see, not from your head, the more you draw, the better you're going to be.
And that's going to go to Julio, same thing. To Bill Gamers, same thing. All the how to improve your drawing is keep drawing. Have you ever made your own kneaded eraser?
I've never made one, no.
You're one of Avery's favorite artists.
Thank you.
The last milk vendor says, I just got into painting after recently finding some of your shorts. I totally get what you mean by painting with acrylic feels like mud. Big thanks from Dodge City, Kansas. Also thanks to your wife.
Nice.
Hi. Have you played Hollow Knight?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, yay, first live. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
You guys there's a lot of newbies here today.
Welcome.
YouTube just randomly suggested this stream to me. Not sure if I watched one of your videos before, but they look interesting. That's Clara.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you.
They want Octavia decorating a house. Are you waiting for any movies to release? Not really.
Yeah, I can't really say that there's anything in particular that I'm excited about.
Yeah, me either. Hold on, my son just messaged me. Hold on a second.
Let's do a really bright yellow. Like a lemony yellow. It doesn't really look much different, does it?
Sorry. Had to message my son back there. Hi, Scott. Got some tips for realistic faces?
Use photo reference. And if you're having trouble getting your proportions right, try tracing it.
Oh, they want to know, Ray wants to know how the color charts are doing. When do we pull those down? The color fading test.
Oh.
Light fastness test.
Yeah, I'm sure 6 months is up. I'm a little disappointed because nothing's faded. They look the same. But
that's
yeah, I
good for the
brands.
Yeah.
Not good for ratings though.
Scott and I have very different takes on letting people steal your art, and that's okay, says Bethany. Yes, Bethany had a very big problem with that, and it is a thing. But yeah. There is a video on Scott Found His Art Style. You can find that in the Art Hacks playlist. We are animal people in general, but I'm allergic to cats, so we have a dog, and her name is Arwen, and she's the baby. October theme for next year, Octavia traveling and experiencing fall traditions in other countries.
Oh, that's cute.
I think we'd have to go there so we could get an appropriate.
Yeah. Sorry, this is research.
This is
blow dryer.
When you have a minute, can you show the other drawings? Because he has drawn Octavia carving the pumpkin. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see. Drinking a pumpkin spice latte.
Right.
See it okay?
Yep.
Sitting by the fire, reading her favorite book,
Mm-hmm.
and carving a pumpkin.
Yep. And M says, absolutely devastating. I'm sorry you're allergic to cats. This is disembodied voice. I like that one. The list of where we have traveled is very short. So England, but just to London. France, but basically just to Paris. Spain, a couple of cities, and we just went to Venice. So in Mexico, we've been to like Cancun and you know, it's just, there aren't a lot of places we've been. We have, however, been all over the United States. Yeah, they put that in already. Would you ever consider changing your art style if you have one?
Yes, I've done it several times, and I've actually made a couple videos on it.
When are you going to make a book? If you do, what kind? Scott's made numerous books.
Yeah, I made graphic novels. Mm-hmm. I've done The Art of Animal Crackers. I have done.
There's a list of our books.
Children's books.
Resources section of the
yeah,
website
I love books. I think books are great.
Yes, we did see that they're renewing Good Omens and our Flag Means Death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch our Flag Means Death so I can watch season 2 with you. I discovered your channel not long ago, and it's amazing. I love it. That's Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
I love your art. Greetings from Germany and Kosovo. I think there's a new. We just saw the trailer for the new Mario movie. You ever made a video on the notebook with paper made out of rock? I have a strong feeling that you did, but I can't remember. Yes, we did.
Yes.
It's in the review section of the website, and there's actually 2 videos.
Yeah, and they're products tested.
How long have you been doing art?
About 40 years.
And you're not asking too many questions. We love questions. That's
yeah, we love questions.
It's easier for us to answer questions than to just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Believe me. Although I'm not sure I know how to do that. That's okay. Love your videos. Oh, Spirit Crusher, is getting a little projector for tracing worth it? I can't seem to find one really suitable for drawing though. Their main focus always seems to be movies. Yeah, they're always the ones I got. The one I got is made for movies too. Unfortunately, the one that I really liked, they don't make anymore. And no, that's not true. They make it. It's supposed to be coming out this month in October. Well, if they do, I'll make a video about it again. Yeah. But yeah, I would say for now, if you need to trace, there's actually some pretty good apps that you can. Let me show you. There is a video, Agrippina, on Art Block. Okay, see this called Projector? And what you can do is you can select a photo. Let's say this tree, right? And then you just say tripod, and you can put it on a tripod. You see that? Yep. Look. And then you could, so if it's on a tripod, you could sit here and then you can trace it like that, which is pretty cool. That is cool. Yeah. So I would recommend that, and I think it was free. Oh, Astra is stuck at home because they have the flu and they're happy that we're streaming. Oh. How can I download your art for a wallpaper? There's art on our website. Mm-hmm. And you'll see. Go to savaart.com and there should be a downloads section. What paper works best for different mediums? Watercolor, cold press paper for watercolors. Mm-hmm. Hot press paper for gouache. And then if you're going to do something like acrylics or oils, I would go with a canvas. What continents have you visited? Okay, well, we've been all over North America and we've been to Europe. Central America. Yes. Well, not really Central America. I don't think Mexico is Central America. Cancun, I think, is Central America. Okay. Really not as many as we want. Yeah. He's using watercolor, not ink. Yes, we have seen The Mask with Jim Carrey. I don't know what awesome games. I don't know what you're asking for that question. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you my situation. I'm an 11-year-old kid who loves art, but I get 1,000 pocket money or around $3 a month, and a lot of the art supplies are more expensive in my country. Can you recommend a cheap brand?
I would say,
that's hard.
Yeah, I don't know what country and I don't know what brands are in your country. You have to do the shopping and find what you can get. What you're looking for, if you're looking for watercolor paper, look for 300 GSM. That's the thickness that you want, and you want it to be cold press. So if you can find a good deal on 300 GSM cold press paper, do that.
Okay, so what's your favorite TV show and your favorite movie?
Favorite TV show: The West Wing, Justified, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. And favorite movie would be The Princess Bride.
When are you attempting acrylics next?
I've got a couple boxes here. I'm going to have to try them sometime. Blow dryer. I'm going to start adding.
How do you fix proportion mistakes on a realistic painting? The background is a forest.
Assuming that you're looking at a photo, if you're having a hard time, trace it.
Oh, Stephnerd says nope, still North America. Central America starts with Guatemala and Belize.
There we go.
Thank you, Stephnerd. Do you guys have a vlog channel? No, we do not. I just bought some Winsor Newton watercolors, and now you tell me it's the paper that matters.
No.
Do you have any Overwatch art pieces that you've made?
I have not. I've not made a single thing of Overwatch art.
Is having long acrylic nails an obstacle when making art?
I don't know. I mean, that's going to be up to you. I have no experience with that, but you know, I will say even just having these bracelets for a while took a little getting used to. But I think you could learn to work around most of this stuff.
I had a person that I used to work with, and she had the longest acrylic nails, and she typed just fine. She typed in the computer. It was like tippy tappy, but she was faster than me on the computer. I mean, it's not hard to be faster.
Yeah, that's not a hard thing.
But she did fine. I think it's just all what you're used to, like Scott said. What's the best watercolor for beginners? Any tips or recommendations?
I think any watercolor is good for beginners. You just want good paper. Okay,
guys, keep asking for Octavia trick-or-treating. The one where she's dressed up in her costume, that would be trick-or-treat.
Yeah, I just did that one. If you look at, it was Monday or Tuesday's video.
Is this one of your favorite art series ever?
It is pretty fun.
I don't think it's his favorite because he really doesn't like doing things out of his head.
Blow dryer. All right, I'm going to make her a little more saturated.
Reese wants to know if you've created any large-scale murals in your career.
Never murals, no.
However, someone took your art and made it a mural.
That's true.
Denmark?
Amsterdam or Denmark or something like that. Yeah. The Hague, wherever that is.
Yeah. I have a strange connection with color. This is ash. Where if something otherwise good has a color I don't like, then now I dislike it, and I have to think of another color. Do you have anything similar?
No, I don't really associate colors with any particular emotions, no.
They want you to do a dragon diary. They still keep asking what's in the background. There are leaves and trees, you guys.
Is it that bad?
It's like a forest, but it's in the very, very way back.
Yeah, I didn't want your attention to be on it, so I made it very abstract. But if it's bothering you, I mean...
Is Santa in the chat? Did I miss Santa? There you are!
Hey, Santa.
Hey, how are you, friend? If anybody's not following Santa, do us a favor. Go and give Santa some love and follow his YouTube channel. He's one of our dear friends.
Blow dryer.
I love watercolors, but now I'm trying gouache. It's so different. LOL. So all the art I'm doing are blocks and plain colors. I don't know how to blend or any techniques.
Oh, you'll get the hang of it. It's fun. You just have to take the chances, do the experimenting. Just remember, it's just paper and paint. No one's going to be hurt if you make a mistake or if you don't like it. You can just turn the page.
Will you put these doodles for download in the store?
Um,
We're talking about making stickers out of that.
Yeah, but I mean, if anybody just wants to have them to download, I can put them up on our site for free.
They want Octavia in a scary corn maze. Do you do landscape paintings?
I do when I travel. I've got a bunch that I did in my sketchbook for Venice.
Have you ever done any art on how to train your dragon? I don't think you have.
No, I haven't.
Can you try to draw Octavia using digital art?
I kind of tried that the other day when I posted that, but yeah, I could maybe. I actually thought about doing that at one point.
The golem, that's why he yells blow dryer. So you can either turn your volume down or take your AirPods out if you're wearing AirPods because it's really loud. And I know it's not a great sound, but otherwise you'd be sitting here watching paint dry. So that's why he blow dries. Have you ever done digital or traditional sculpting?
Both.
They'd like to see you draw Spider-Man one day.
Oh gosh, I've drawn him so much.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Blow dryer. There we go. What time is it? All right, we're just about.
You're almost
up.
Richard says, I thought that was a harvest moon before you said it was a forest.
Not everything I do is going to be perfectly readable, apparently.
Scott has done doodles about the blow dryer. If you look on the blow dryer, there's a sticker that says blow dryer. So that was one of his blow dryer doodles. Your video on part 2 of digital art was really nice. I never thought digital was that advanced.
Oh, yeah, I was really surprised by it.
Do you prefer painting with watercolor or inking?
The painting.
Do you have any advice for drawing cartoon characters?
Copy what you see.
We have not seen the Vincent Van Gogh episode of Doctor Who. Oh my God, The Hague, that's here in the Netherlands. This is Amy something. Honestly, I was thinking it was like a clouded blood moon. I use art templates and I trace if I need to trace something. That works, Lily.
That's
works
great.
But I really want to know who raked all the leaves for Octavia. Do you prefer painting with watercolor or inking?
I prefer the painting.
What food do you like?
Very limited palette. I like some Assyrian food and Italian food.
My watercolor pencils aren't watering, says Kat.
Oh no. Blow dryer. All right, let's see if we can get the last bit of inking, and then we'll be done.
Okay, I am answering a comment that somebody asked about what we're reading lately. Scott's not really reading many books. I just finished a really good nonfiction. It's called Tranquility by Tuesday, and it's by Laura Vanderkam, and it's not so much a productivity book, but it's about building things and building time into your life to do the things that you want to do in spite of being busy. It's a really good read. I highly recommend it. Are you going to do Octavia at sunset?
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily a.
The name of the app that he used, it was Rebel, right?
With 2 L's and an E.
Mm-hmm. And if you go to the video yesterday that Scott posted,
there's a link in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Top comments, he pinned it. It's a link. Will you ever post anything on the channel except drawing and reviewing?
Yeah, I've got videos about me and my wife. I've got videos about the car that I drive. Me and my kids, my family's playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, it's a pretty good variety.
Have you ever used ballpoint pens to draw?
Yes, there's a video on that.
Too. Yeah, vampires really aren't my thing, Ray. So I did not notice that. I notice a lot of us viewers are on the younger generation. How do you feel about influencing and teaching art to peeps?
I love it, and I hope that I can at least, if anything, encourage you to just make art despite all of the pressure and all of the haters and everything else, and just make art because you love it. It doesn't have to be perfect.
I think it's been most amazing to us that there are so many people out there that are negative about other people's art and negative about art in general. And there's so many studies that say that art is such an important part of your growth and your life. It balances out the parts of your brain where you have to do things like math, and it's just a good balance for life. So that we're really trying to encourage that because it helps you in other aspects of your life. Scott doesn't play an instrument. To help getting good art stuff on a budget, look for the sales or the coupons and see if your art store in your country does a student discount, says Lily. Hey, that's a great idea. A lot of them will do discounts if you're a student or if you're still in school. Great idea, Lily. Thank you for that. Scott has tried acrylics. What do you think about them, honey?
They're yucky.
I don't listen to background music while I'm reading. I don't like background music while I'm reading. Nice bracelets, Scott.
Thank you.
Do they have any significance?
Yes, they are from different places that we visited.
How old were you when you started drawing? And what's your favorite color?
Payne's Gray, and probably around 6 or 7.
Can you draw Bruno Mars?
I could, yeah.
Chunk's here. I just hit 1,000 on here, and I'm so happy. What a good day for a Scott live stream.
Congratulations.
That's exciting. Do you have a favorite drawing?
Yeah, I've got a few. Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster is one of them.
We have not tried Posca markers yet, and by we I mean Scott. When are you going to do another live?
Monday. Yes, today's Friday, right?
Yeah. It is indeed. Guys, I have 3 pages left in my sketchbook. It will be the first one I've ever filled in my 43 years. Thanks for the motivation.
Oh, amazing.
Yay! Good for you.
Congrats.
Grace says, hi, Scott. Thank you for inspiring people to keep making art. You inspired me to keep practicing my watercolor painting and to buy Zebra brush pens. They're a game changer.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Do you like the Posca markers? We still have to guess.
I've never tried them.
Who is that insane, crazy lady talking in the back?
Oh, that's my insane, crazy wife.
I added the insane, crazy. They didn't really say that.
Oh, okay.
If you do, what other art YouTubers do you like?
There's Rishi Draws and Black Bean, I think. Yeah, Kim Diaz Home is one of my favorites, and we're gonna do a couple of collaborations. Rishi, I'm still waiting. We're supposed to do a collaboration too, and Blackbean.
We don't have any trips planned right now for drawing anywhere else. They want you to draw Overwatch characters. You can watch Animal Crackers on Netflix.
Oops.
Do you have any tips for beginner artists? You're fine.
Yes, draw everything every day.
Have you drawn Cary Grant?
I have not.
Chrissy says, I have dyslexia and dyscalculia, which I don't know what that is, which makes my school life really difficult, but it boosts my creative side of the brain. I'm so grateful for that.
Oh, that's great.
I'm glad that the creative stuff is helpful for you. What is more important while drawing, quality or skill?
Neither. Practice. Repetition will make you good at most anything. Yeah. So you don't need to have any kind of skill. You just need to just stick to it. Most of my friends were better at me in art when I was younger. Most of them were. And I was just I was just the one who just liked it. It's passion. Mm-hmm. Passion is the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Blow dryer.
Thank you both. Means a lot coming from my favorite people on here. And Chonk the Beardy is happy to be famous too. That's exciting. They want you to draw Jim Carrey, and you've done that before. He will try Poscas. We will get there. If you guys could see the pile of things he still has to review, and being gone for almost 10 days was kind of put us behind on that too. Rohit Sarkari, I am going to call you out because Scott's biggest thing. They asked how not to trace everything. I feel like cheating. It is not cheating.
No,
not cheating.
It's not. Look, tracing is just a tool, just like a pencil sharpener or anything else. There's nothing wrong with tracing. Now, that said, if you want to just get better at drawing, you just got to just keep drawing. That's it. The only time you really need to use tracing is to either learn or to get something just right. As a professional, I'm getting paid to do work. I will trace all the time because the client wants it to look just like the actor that I'm painting. And so that's my job. They want you to trace. They want it to look as good as possible. A lot of the movie posters that you saw was all traced. A lot of the paintings that you see in the galleries were traced. So just remember that. Tracing is totally fine. But you want to get good at drawing out of your head. I mean, not out of your head. You want to get good at drawing without tracing, and that just comes with practice.
And please, you guys, Scott's 53 years old. He has had so many years of practice. So if you're 15 or 20 or even 30,
yeah, don't compare yourself to me.
No, it's a terrible thing to do because he's old and he's got so many years more than you have already. And when you get to that age, you'll be able to look back on your art and say, wow, look how much I've improved.
Yeah.
Everzak says, I have no words to describe how much I love your work and how kind you are to share all your knowledge with us without asking anything in return. You helped me pursue my dream to become a great artist.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. It's very kind of you to say.
Brahma says, hey, Scott, just wanted to say that you're one hell of a handsome fellow. You make me motivated to push on.
Thank you.
The Golem says that I'm not that crazy. Thank you. Katai says, hello, Scott. I'm 13 years old and I love to draw. You inspire me a lot. Me and my mom love your videos.
Thank you.
Sam wants to know if you've ever tried to illustrate any descriptions or passages from books or stories.
I have. I just wasn't very good at it. I wish I was one of those artists who could draw what they see in their head, but it's just not really. I always really need photo reference, material reference.
Scott is using Winsor & Newton watercolors. But what color did you use specifically for Octavia?
She is Opera. I think it's Opera Rose.
That's a new one I haven't heard you use before.
Yeah, it's a very, very pinky pink.
Wow, that's not regular rose.
No, it's not. Let me just.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Clara, for that. I think dyscalculia is like dyslexia, but for math problems. It's where you mix up your numbers. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know what that was. Ryan says, "Hey man, I just wanted to say I love your videos, amazing style and creativity. Cheers, brother."
Thank you.
What are your recommended colored pencils or watercolor pencils?
Prismacolors, and then the Pentel colored pencils, watercolor pencils are pretty good.
Okay. The car in the background is Esmeralda. It's a little Hot Wheel of the car that's actually in the garage.
And you could see a video of her.
Can you give a tip on how to sketch?
I look at what I'm doing, what I'm sketching, and then I work from that. I don't know too much more I can tell you, but there's a bunch of videos in the Art Hacks playlist. Okay.
Santa says, giving a huge good job to the moderators. Seeing spam comments immediately disappear is great. They are wonderful, aren't they? They keep us going on here and keep all the bad stuff away. They're wonderful. I still just remember that it's still got almost a month of holidays, so I can always tune in while you and your wife go live. Yay.
Yeah.
We're going to be here. I don't know I hope the audio isn't weird. I'm sorry for that. Sometimes it goes a little wonky, but what was your first job? Oh boy.
Gosh.
Was it Toot and Totem?
No. My first job was, probably working at a drugstore.
Really?
Yeah, it was on it was next to where the photo place where the Blockbuster, like on Blossom and Snow.
Really?
It was like I forgot the name of it. Huh. I think it was called TG&Y or something.
Oh, that's funny. I did not know that about you.
Yeah.
Okie Pokie's gonna watch Animal Crackers tomorrow because it's 11:41 p.m. in Australia. I love seeing how the image changes while you colored in and add the details.
The details, I think those little lines really help give the tentacles or the arms some
Clara started
texture.
Drawing at 26. I'm 31 now, so 5 years. Not sure if it shows, to be honest.
I'm sure it absolutely does. Look at your drawings from when you were 26. You'll see the difference. Blow dryer. All right, that is just going to take a while to do, and I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of outline.
Okay. Yes, Scott has not done calligraphy before. Octavia is holding her legs like she's doing a cannonball.
Yes, thank you for noticing.
Scott feels like giving up on images on a pretty much daily basis.
That's true.
And he keeps pushing through anyway. Oops. His favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
Princess Bride.
I need a blow dryer when I was painting last night, but didn't want to wake up my family, so instead I had to sit and stare balefully at the drying paint.
That's funny.
Santa says, what about if you're 1,744 years old? It's best not to compare to Scott, no matter the age. Indeed, that is very correct. Very correct. We love that you're so magical. It's wonderful. Brahma says, Donna and Scott are both amazing people, and it's very on brand that the Hobbit hole dweller loves the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening from Finland. Pacer's here. Pacer says good morning.
Hey,
Hi,
Pacer.
Pacer. How you doing, sweetie? Oh, Aiden's here. Gooey says, yo, I made it.
Hello.
Yeah, Pacer, we're super, super, super excited for you. You're killing it. Pacer is doing cross country and is just killing it in her races this year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And Aiden has arrived. You can tell when it's fall break when our favorite little youngins are arriving. Our little ones. Good morning from Canada, says Ray.
Good morning.
Jim says, hoping that everyone's doing good, but it's also okay to not feel the best every day.
That's true.
That is very true. Very true.
You're loved no matter what, though.
Exactly. Santa, how many days till Christmas? Lydia wants to know. Pacer does not get a fall break. She is at lunch probably. Oh no, really? Oy, poor thing. Well, we're happy she's here, even if it's 5 minutes at lunch.
All right. I'm going to call this done. I'm going to let her dry. Maybe do a couple little touch-ups.
Wait,
And then
you mean tweaks? You mean
tweaks.
noodles?
No, not noodles. I don't noodle.
You noodle.
I am not a noodler.
You are such a noodler. Oh my god.
You're a noodler.
I married a noodler. Can you draw Octavia wearing a sweater drinking hot chocolate for the next OctoBrr?
Well, we already have her drinking a pumpkin spice latte, which I felt was a little bit more on brand for October.
She also had tea and
oh yeah, tea and scones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. We love seeing you all, and
yeah, thanks for being here, everybody.
We will see you on Monday.
Chrissy wants to know what's a noodler.
That's when you just keep working on something after it's done.
Does Scott like to doodle when he's bored? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to do the same type of thing for December? Well, you just jumped right over November.
Poor November.
Poor November. Never gets any love.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
You guys know he does not plan these things that far in advance.
I really don't.
Yeah, he doesn't. All right, everybody, we are going to go. We are like
we go get some breakfast.
20 minutes past our time now. So thank you for being here with us. And we hope you guys all have a great weekend.
We love you all. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yep. And we will see you. We will see you on Monday. Hope you guys make art this weekend. Have a good one. Bye.